So this week we are going to look at Module 7 on learning. This is a topic that's of interest in philosophy, psychiatry, neurology, and criminal studies, and educational field. So right from ancient Greek mythology to current day theorists in behavioral and cognitive studies, there are various explanations for how we learn and how we remember and how we recall what we learn. So we're going to skip to the historic background but focus on the theories of learning that are popular in understanding the phenomenon of learning. So let's actually start by looking at different different things that constitute definition of learning. So, learning is often defined as the relatively permanent state of change in mental and behavioral processes resulting from past experiences. So, if there is a noticeable change in the way you think or the way you behave, you can say that you have learned something. So you will notice that there is the word relative. Relative here does indicate, and especially when you say relatively permanent, it does indicate that there is some kind of altering that's being done, and what in a way helps us to understand about learning is that what you learn could be unlearned too. In some ways, it's such a great example and a capacity for us as humans because we can unlearn things that, especially faulty learning, could be unlearned later in life when you learn the right way to do things. So our human brain is like computer. If you really think about it, it takes in the information, it encodes it, it stores it, and then when needed, we retrieve the information. So all the different components like the working memory, the short term, the long term, work together in such a nice way to produce this extraordinary capability of a human brain. Right? There are numerous aspects of understanding the cognitive functioning of human brain, but today we're going to look at the behavioral aspects of learning. So we'll start first from talking about behaviorists and different theories they suggested by observing observable behavior rather than what was more so going inside the brain of people. So let's travel back to 1900s when Ivan Pavlov and Watson suggested theories. So that's one that we will begin from exploring and then move further on by exploring these three theories. So the first theory is going to be classical conditioning, and then we're going to have another theory by Skinner and Thorndike, which is operant conditioning, and the other one by Albert Bandura, which is cognitive social learning. So this video is the part 1, and then you're going to have 3 other videos where I'm going to focus individually on each of these.